Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is the, it is she, it is her. Who is it? Who are you? Honey. Girl, I'm this 51 year, am I 50? Yeah, I'm 51. Girl, I was 200 and something pounds. I don't know what I am today. Dang it. Okay, so you guys know what it is. I'm just going to start off with this one. Why? Because the other day when I tried to do the stats for the day, I kind of screwed up because I was up late at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I got instead of getting the information for the 26th, it came up for the 27th. So the next day, I had already had that information. So what we're going to do for people who normally don't look at my channel, when I have my iPad and it has the Paris thing with the rosette, we're doing COVID updates, okay? So let's do COVID update for California for December 28th. Jesus. Okay, let's see. They still haven't updated it. Okay, here it is. And it's not good. Sorry if I have almonds or lipstick on my teeth. Okay. It's not about my teeth or almonds or whatever. It's about these numbers, which is the most important. Which is really horrible. Okay, so here's the graph. I know this is not how I'm doing it, but we're just going to do it today. Okay, so in California, in the past 24 hours, this is for December 28th, 41,720 people have contracted the coronavirus, the COVID-19 in California. So now we have 2.21 million people who have the virus or who contracted it. So 41,720 in the past 24 hours. As far as deaths, 24,544 people have passed away in California regarding the COVID, because of COVID. That's what they're saying. In the past 24 hours, 246 people have died. That's a lot. Because usually it's like 150, 119, in the low hundreds. Now it's 246. And did you guys hear about how there's a new strand of this? And I think it's in Colorado. And it's a lot deadlier than this one. Like, I don't know who they are. Are they trying to kill everyone? Excuse the wig. Let me just adjust it a little bit. I don't know what's going on. So as far as the totals in the United States, you know what, today, what I want to do, something different. I want to see how many people are affected in the world, okay? In the United States, 19.4 million people have the coronavirus. In the past 24 hours, 189 people have contracted it in the United States. Now, this is the real dismal, just morbid stat. 336,000 people have died from the coronavirus. In the past 24 hours, 1,899 people, almost 2,000 people in a day, have died from the coronavirus. Like, what part of this do you guys not understand? In Southern California, I think they ran out of beds. Like, I think they have to divert people from the major hospitals in the cities, and they have to send them somewhere else. But yet, people are still partying. Is it in LA? La Scotia or something like that, some restaurant? They were going to have a private New Year's Eve party. Like, what part of you guys don't understand? I mean, thankfully now mostly everyone is wearing masks. Hopefully it's the law. Why don't you guys want to, the lawmakers, the mayors, the governors, the president, why don't you guys want to implement the fact that wearing a mask is mandatory? especially for adults. Now, for kids, maybe, and they should be given away to families, low income families, for parents. Okay, so what happens to the kids if something happens to the parents? Calm down. Okay, so that's in California. Let's go to Florida. No, let's go to Texas. Let's just keep it like we normally do. Okay, as far as Texas, past 24 hours. Okay, so in the past 24 hours in the state of Texas, 20,471 people have contracted the virus within the past 24 hours in Texas. My eyesight is going. 1.71 million people have the coronavirus in Texas. As far as deaths, yeah, in Texas surpasses California. Okay, they have 27,285 people who have passed away from the coronavirus in Texas. In the past 24 hours, 135 people have passed away. Now, okay, so we already know in the United States. That's so sad. And here is the graph for Texas. Just want you guys to all see how it's shooting up. So tomorrow will be the 5 days after Christmas, right? Tomorrow will be the 30th, I think, or the 31st. No, the 30th. And it normally takes 5 days after a holiday or, a major event where a lot of people are congregating together. So I would like to know what, did people really listen to others, and saying, hey, let's not get together this Christmas, or did they get together and did it spread? You just don't know. You literally, you just don't know. But I think tomorrow will tell whether or not people, paid attention, if they, followed the law or whatever. But I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, let's do Florida. So in Florida, well, okay, in the past 24 hours, 8,198 people have contracted the coronavirus in Florida. Florida now has 1.28 million people with the virus, okay? As far as deaths, Florida has less than California, definitely less than Texas. They have 21,307 people. 96 people died in Florida from the virus. Today, I want to do Georgia. I don't do Georgia all the time, but I would like to know what's going on in Georgia. Okay, well, the numbers are really low. Now, I know that Georgia is not as populated as California, Florida, whatever, but still. Okay, so Georgia has 615,000 cases. In the past 24 hours, 4,142, which is okay. And actually, their numbers, the number of deaths are really low. But I don't really think they're following the rules as far as wearing masks. But I don't know. But whatever they're doing, it's working. So they have 10,363 deaths. 7 people died in Georgia, which those numbers are really low. So, whatever you guys are doing in Georgia, I'm happy. Okay, let's do New York. And with New York, you have to do New York City and then New York State. Okay, so as far as New York City has 417,000 cases of the coronavirus. In the past 24 hours, 3,450 people have passed away. I'm sorry. In New York City, only in New York City, they have 417,000 cases. 3,450 people contracted it. New York City has 25,008 people who have died from the virus. 35 people passed away in New York City in the past 24 hours. Now, New York State. New York State has 939,000 cases of the coronavirus. 10,334 people died in the past 24 hours. As far as deaths in New York State, not the city, in New York State, they have 37,118 deaths. In New York State, 118 people died within the past 24 hours. So New York City has 25,000 deaths from the coronavirus. New York State has 37,118. And I think you can even quote me on that. I think New York State has the highest rate in deaths in America. I think. You can quote me on that. I don't care. Let's do Iowa. Let me see. Okay, let's do Iowa, and then that's it. I just like to pick various states, and I think I've done Iowa before. Just to see Iowa. I spelled it wrong, but anyway. Okay, so Iowa has 277,000 cases in that state. 1,350 people contracted it within the past 24 hours or tested positive. As far as deaths, they have 3,745. And in the past 24 hours, no one has passed away from the coronavirus in Iowa. Okay. And you know what? That's all I'm going to do for today. Yeah. I'll probably make another video regarding the stimulus package, talking shit, whatever. So you guys take care and have a great day. All right, I will see you probably next Sunday. Okay, thank you. Oh, in the new year. Oh, so you know what? I think this is the last video regarding COVID for this year. So I guess I need to do some type of commentary on, my thoughts. I wish I could do a compliment. What is it when you combine like a couple of videos together or whatever? Not a collage, a compilation? No. Compilation. From like the very first video to today. Let me see if I have it. I know I do. Okay, let me see. That's a lot of videos. I did a lot of videos in the past. 9 months? Let's see, 4 months ago. Ooh. Let me see my first video. And you know what? Remember when it first came out? You really wasn't supposed to put COVID or, whatever, because something would happen. I don't know. So I don't even know if I put the names of it. Let me see. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I would say. Okay, so 5 months ago, it was 11,000 new cases in California. That was 5 months ago. So many different wigs. Jesus. Okay, let's see. I want to go to the very first video that I did regarding COVID-19. 9 months ago. Wow. It's been a long, long year. You know what? If I could... Okay, so COVID-19 thoughts, April 14th, shelter in place. Okay, so you know what I did? I did a lot of shelter in place. That's what I called it back in the day. Shelter in place, the 4th in April. Let's see. So yeah, shelter in place, April 31st. So that's shelter in place. cabin fever, COVID-19 update. Okay, April 12th. Shelter in place 320. COVID virus update 3. Let's see, update 316. COVID update 315. But what was the very first coronavirus? 311. See, I I I was on top of it, you guys. Big chomp. So maybe the first one was 311. Okay, so yeah, I think the very first one was 311. The very first. And I got no views. Yep. No views. Hi. So today we're going to talk about the coronavirus because I just found out. Hey, welcome everybody. How are you guys doing? And so today we're going to talk about the coronavirus real quick. Today is March 11th, 2020. And I'm worried. I am really worried because they just told me that I just read that Trump is suspending all flights from Europe. And my question is this. Why haven't we heard anything from Russia? Seriously. We have not heard anything from Russia. And why, I read on Facebook, that Italy had 200 people die in the past 24 hours. What is going on in Italy? But what is going on in Europe that Trump has suspended all travel starting on Friday to and from Europe? Now, okay, so first, I think we can't go to China. Now, all of Europe. What's going on? You know, Russia is in Europe. I have not heard of one case of the coronavirus, COVID-19, in Russia. I have not heard of anything happening in Russia regarding the coronavirus. So I don't know what's going on because this is really getting serious. And it's getting worse. You know, they suspended the NBA. March Madness will no longer be happening, or if it will happen, it'll happen without the spectators. Colleges are closing down. Well, they're not closing down, but they're only going online. This was Flights April. Are suspended. We still have no, this was March 11th. This was Oakland. March 11th, okay? The cruise broke. The Christmas cruise broke. March 11th. I'm sorry. The Princess. Did I say Christmas? The Princess cruise March 11th. In Oakland. Okay. It's kind of close. Yeah, the cruise docked in Oakland. Remember those ships that were docked in the Bay Area? It's really getting scary. Mm-hmm. Those cruise ships that were docked. Okay. What else has stopped since this has happened? It's just a plethora of stuff. All right, let's see this one. Now this was, I guess this was the next day. No views. Okay, everyone, how are you doing? I know we're back on the late night tip. You know what? As of today, March 12th, I have not uploaded any of these videos. I have maybe about 20 videos that I have not uploaded. So I'm going to preface this by saying that I'm pissed off. In tonight's video, all tonight's videos, I'm using profanity because I really need to express my frustration and excuse my wig. I'm so happy I found this wig. Anyway, let's talk about the COVID-19. Oh, it is getting insane. Like, absolutely insane. So this was March 12th. March 12th. The stock market has plummeted again. I think it closed with negative 2,000 points. I think the number for not the S&P, but the actual numbers. The Dow Jones was 21. And today is 30,000. 21,000. Now remember when all of this started and I started these videos, it was up to 29. Well, when did I start the video? Of course I burp. I don't burp at all the entire day. But as soon as I start making these videos, boy, the gas bubbles pop up. So anyway, back to Corona. So the stock market has plummeted. Okay, let's go down the list. The boat in Oakland, the cruise boat, is still in Oakland. Cruise ship. With passengers. And they're claiming that 21 people were infected. Only 21. 21 people out of 3,500. That's not including the staff. They're lying. That's a lie. Okay, so I talked about the cruise boat, the Princess, I don't know the name of the actual cruise ship. Okay, so there's still people on. Remember those cruise ships? Remember how many people who were stuck on cruise ships for months? Whatever happened to them? Whatever happened to them? Whatever happened to all those other videos that I made? I know I made some more videos. You know what? I need to upload. I need to upload. So that's the boat. We did the stock market. For something. The airline industry. The airline. Make sure. Okay, this is the last one. Hello, how are you doing? 5 views. 5 views, but if I talk about something ratchet or whatever, everyone wants to. I'm wondering, is that how much time I have left to record on my phone? Okay, well, let's make it quick. Today is March 16th, 2020, and, sorry, one of my neighbors is right next door. For one, she can't park. Ooh. And two, okay, her speaker in her car. Santa Cruz is locking down. The colleges, there's shelter in place. So I guess the kids are stuck in the dorms or something, which, I don't know. So anyway, that can be some wild parts. I do need to do a compilation. Is that it? A compilation of from back in March, where, I was making videos. I started off early. 9 months later, we're still at it. Who would have ever thought back in March that 336,000 people, would have died from the coronavirus? Who would have thought back in March that, we would have been on lockdown? Who would have thought back in March that we would have had to wear masks? Who would have thought, back in March that, restaurants would have to close? Who would have thought? I remember back in March on Facebook, this lady, does she work for an attorney, or I know she's an accountant or whatever, but she was like, oh, it'll all be done, by April. It'll be okay. By May. No, she said by April or May, the beginning of April. Because I think March 24th, is that when we went on lockdown? Anyway. Yeah, it's almost January. I still would like to know, where did you get this information that it would be all over by, I think she said April, May. I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. Like, what connect did you have that knew that this would only be temporary? Whenever you want to, comment down at the bottom of my video, please do. Please do, because, no, we're still at it. Yeah, people are still dying. California, and she worked in San Francisco. California's still in lockdown. Not to the point where everyone is like literally shut in, but we're still in lockdown. So all of that being said, yeah, you were wrong. Okay? And people were talking about, Essence, because the Essence Festival, whatever, I belong to this group or whatever. People were like, oh yeah, no, it'll still go on. No, it won't. No, we won't even know when. Maybe, if the vaccinations come through, if everyone takes them, hopefully it'll be back next year. I wouldn't hold my breath on it, about it. No. When will people think that this is serious? Like, I was looking at the news, and some travel coordinator, he was talking about how cheap, a lot of the tickets are, which is true. But he even said, if I were you, I wouldn't plan any vacations until next spring or summer. Okay? Can you guys understand that this is serious? What part of people are losing everything? That's materially. Now, people are losing family members. You can always replace, material things. Hey, I've had a lot of loss this year. Um, but I'm pretty much still healthy. I got an ache in my ankle and everything or whatever, but you know, I'm I'm okay. My blood pressure is a little elevated, but you know what? This it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And maybe because it's pain. I don't know. Anyway, all of that being said, you guys pay attention. There's a reason why I make these videos. There's a reason why I make these videos. There's a reason why I will make videos. Okay, no one looks at them. That's okay. But you know what? I heard anything that has to do with algorithm, anything that has to do with COVID-19, the algorithm will not circulate your videos. Okay, that's fine. That's not going to stop me from making them, because 10 years, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, at least people will have the information of what chronologically what needs to what was going on. I'm sorry, I'm getting okay. Anyway, so that being said, you know, so I'm gonna end it, you guys. If I don't see you guys, if I don't make another video, before the new year, have a happy new year. Be safe. Please don't go out and party this year. Just just 1 year. Just 1 year. I never go out on New Year's. I'm not gonna say never. I haven't went out in a long time. I like to stay at home. I like to be on the side of caution. I do. But you know what? If you guys do, bundle up. It's cold outside in most of the states in America, and be safe. Wear a mask. Wear a mask if you're going to go to a party. Women, you can do your eyes. You can really do your eyes where they just stand out or whatever. You can wear, fabulous colored wig. There's so much you can do. So you guys just please, please, please wear a mask. And if you can you wear the shield thing? I'm just saying. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. And again, Happy New Year if I don't see you. Bye.